Smorgasbord Radio Show.
Well, it's that time again. It's the Smorgasbord Radio Show, the SmorgShow podcast. I'm your host, Chris, and this is episode 147. And I can't believe it's August already. Man, where has the summer gone? All right, so we got 6 weeks left of summer, but it seems like it's winding down. People are talking about going back to school. I don't know. It just seems like it's winding down quickly. So, having said that, welcome back. As we are starting to approach the end of summer and back to school, we are fastly approaching episode 150, which is how I had timed the pacing of the show, because what we wanted to do is that we're going to be 40 years old in the middle of September. Not us, the show, which makes us much older. The show aired 40 years ago on WDGC FM high school radio in Downers Grove, Illinois. And we can't let the day go by without recognizing it. In fact, we've been sort of leading up to this day for the past couple of months, where we've been going back into our archives. We've been playing some of the old bits, and not just from our radio show, but also from the early parts of this podcast, which we launched in 2010 as sort of a resurrection of the old show. So I decided to think, okay, what are we going to do for these last 3 episodes leading up to the 40th anniversary? And so I thought, why don't we look back on what we did for our 30th anniversary? 10 years ago, 2012, we went and did our show at the Carlisle Banquet Hall. Dave Jackson and I, my original radio partner, as well as my daughter Allie, the 3 of us, rented out the place. Now, what's the significance of the Carlisle Banquet Hall? Well, I think the story will come out in, I think later on this episode, if not this one, the next one. I'm sure pretty much we talk about it on the first one. But back in the day, when we were doing our radio show, it seemed like every radio station was out there in Chicago, the Taste of Chicago, one of our big summer fests in the city. And they were broadcasting from the lakeshore and the event. And they were just doing this, hey, we're out here at the Taste of Chicago. You should come out here. Oh, we're sampling all the food. And Dave and I thought, you know what? We're not going to be, outdone here. We're going to do our own taste of the smorgasbord. So we looked around in our area and we were able to get our show done at the Carlisle. And so for our 30th anniversary, we thought, let's kind of celebrate and do the same thing again. So that's what you're going to hear now. Now, we originally aired this back 10 years ago, but it was almost like a 3-hour episode. I think it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. Much longer podcast than most people are going to sit through. So the idea here is that we're going to break it up into 3 installments leading up to, the big day. And I think you'll enjoy it in these smaller digestible installments. Okay, so today, hour 1 of the original show, you're going to hear, Chris and Dave will kick off from the lobby, giving you sort of an explanation of how things are, how the place looks, the vibe of the place. We also have a couple of live acts. We imported from Iceland, one band, Sjoni's Friends. We have a guy named Richard Cheese. See, we always track the top talent on our show. And we have some original recordings from the original radio show, the original Carlisle show, bits from that. And of course, at the end, I think we walk around the venue because we were obviously promoting a taste of, and we did get food vendors, almost like food trucks, but for indoors. And we walked around and we sampled the food and we talked about the booths and promoted the restaurants that were there. So I think it's a very lively, fun episode, hour 1 for sure, packed with a lot of good nuggets. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll come back and we'll wrap it up at the end. All right? Have a good hour ahead. Talk to you soon. Hi, everybody. This is Chris, and I am here with my good friend and partner, Dave Jackson.
Hey, Chris, nice to run into you. I'm actually here for the wedding next door, and I saw the 30th anniversary. Hey, Chris, I know that guy.
Yeah, good.
And I'm like,
good
why
timing.
didn't he invite me? So I just kind of came over. I'm crashing your party, sorry.
Thank you. You look fantastic in that tux.
Thank you.
Are you standing up in the wedding?
No.
Okay.
No, I am not standing up in the wedding. I'll be sitting down the whole time.
Very good. Hey, this is a very, very big event. This is the 30th anniversary of the original Smorgasbord Radio show that Dave and I did back in high school, way back in the day at Downers Grove North High School, Downers Grove, Illinois. September 11th, 1982. Geez, I have to go back a century almost, right?
30 years. Wow.
Wow. Where did the time go?
I don't know, but it's true that it just flies by.
Yeah, in some ways it's really flown by. Like I can remember things like they happened yesterday, and other times I'm thinking, man, 30 years. Wow. That's like a generation and a half. So we're working our way. We're in the lobby here of the Carlisle Banquet Hall in Lombard, Illinois. We'll talk a little bit about the history of this place and why we chose this venue for this special anniversary event later on this evening. And you're probably wondering where Allie is. Allie is my partner of the SmorgShow podcast. She is actually in the main ballroom, which we're going to head in there in just a few minutes. She's guarding the SmorgShow booth. We have our own booth.
Does it need to be guarded?
Yeah, there's a lot of riffraff around here, and we have a lot of expensive equipment that has to be watched. But she's holding down the fort.
Okay.
So we're at 435 East Butterfield Road, Lombard, Illinois, just off of 88 and Highland Avenue. And Dave, didn't you apply for a job here once?
I did, actually. I applied for a job here to work in the kitchen about 33 years ago, and I haven't heard back. So one of the reasons I'm here, I figured, well, I'll go to the wedding.
Yeah.
I'll check on the status of my application, and then I saw you here, and then it's turning out to be a great day.
The stars are aligned. I think this is a good opportunity to check on the job application. You look good, too.
Well, thank you. I thought we were actually in Oak Brook and not Lombard, because I asked the the limo driver, we can edit that out, right?
Sure.
I said, I'm going to the Carlisle in Oak Brook, and we were just driving around. He says, there is no Carlisle in Oak Brook. So eventually I said, well, take me to the one in Lombard then.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you found it.
Yeah.
It would have been embarrassing if you hadn't shown up for this.
Well, I mean, it says the Oak Brook room.
Very true.
Why isn't it the Lombard room?
That's right. We're going to be in the Oak Brook room. In fact, let's walk over here a little bit. We have to stay away from one of these rooms. The Lombard room is where the wedding is being held. So we need to kind of stay clear of that. They told us, you can have full access for the building, just avoid the Lombard room.
But it gets fun when all the parties kind of forget why they're there, and it all becomes one big party.
Yeah.
Of course, it might be a little hard to mingle with the funeral going on in the other room, but...
There's a funeral?
No funeral?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a karaoke bar. That would be totally inappropriate.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You die on stage just the same.
Yeah. So let's go through here a little bit. Let's see, where's Allie?
Hello?
Allie.
Hello?
Hey.
There's Allie.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Nice speaker system in here.
Cool. I can hear you guys.
We're like the main audio source for this place, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. We've got the best equipment.
Yeah, I've spent a fortune on this stuff for a hobby. By the way, this is episode 82, which is just so amazing that we're talking about 1982. I didn't even plan it that way. Although I must admit, there was a frantic dash to do 81 last week, as you could tell, since it was only like a 20-minute show, just so that I could make this one episode 82.
You're allowed.
Thank you.
It's so cool how it ended up like that.
I know. We're almost there. Oh, there. Wow. So I'm looking around here, and there's like, I'd guess, about 40 different food stations, which we're going to talk about here a little bit. in a short bit here of the restaurants that are represented here. So basically, this is like a suburban taste of Chicago that we were able to get our own booth here for it, representing our podcast. And so they're just all here. It's free access, a free, what do you call it? Entry. Well, what am I trying to say, Dave? Free access to come here and to sample the food and to see us.
Now, they've made a lot of improvements to the Carlisle since the last time we broadcast from here.
Good thing you brought that up, Dave. I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Hold on. Hey, there you go, Allie. Hi.
Hey.
Nice booth.
Yeah, I know. It is nice. We've got our own little
sit down
area
here. I like the wireless mic thing here. So I could just put it down here in the stand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. We've
And,
got everything, don't we?
Yeah. Allie's looking pretty fancy tonight.
Thank you. You're not looking bad yourself.
Thank you. I comb my hair.
What would you call that you're wearing, Chris?
This is kind of like I wore this for my high school graduation.
Looks a little space age with the wide collar.
You think so?
In a good way.
So why the Carlisle? Oh. Hold on a second. A band's playing.
Hey, I recognize that song.
Yeah, they worked up a special arrangement for us.
Wow. That's our theme song, Allie.
That's
you recognize
so cool.
that?
Wow, that's amazing.
According to my note cards, this is a Hawaiian band. David Kamakahi and Ikaika Brown. Am I pronouncing that right, Dave?
Certainly seems Hawaiian.
How would you pronounce that?
I'm going to go with that. Kamakahi, maybe?
Kamakahi? And Ikaika? Ikaika Brown.
I'm sure he knows just as much as you do. So.
Or Ikaika.
That's good. That sounds Hawaiian. That's great. This is just one of the many bands that'll be here tonight. We'll go down the rundown here in just a minute. So basically, what were you saying? Why the Carlisle? We actually did our show here back in 1984.
Man, you guys are old.
I know. You weren't even a thought that back then. Oh, I feel like I'm rude here by talking over the band here. Let's sit back and enjoy a little bit. This is our theme song by the Peter Moon Band. I don't know how to pronounce it. Pandanus?
Fancy.
Yeah. So anyway, we're doing the show here. We did this back in 1984. In fact, one of our early episodes on the website and at iTunes, you could actually listen to our original Carlisle episode. And that was a good time back then.
They loved us so much, they asked us to come back.
Yeah, I think we didn't wreck the place. We treated it well last time, so they let us come back.
But Fred Moore wasn't there to criticize you, so.
Fred was actually at the original show. Our general manager from the radio station. Yeah, he was here. He's not here tonight, though. So the Carlisle specializes in weddings, corporate events, fashion shows, trade shows. 10,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space in 3 big ballrooms. Wow, nice crowd here. How many people would you say are here, Dave? I can't estimate this.
In the whole place, or just the lobby alone, it looked like it had about at least 50, 60 people.
Yeah, I'd say there's at least a couple hundred here.
Easily.
The piano bar is sounding nice, too.
Wow.
Yeah. So this evening, what's going on tonight? We've got, first of all, several musical acts, which is different from our original show. We didn't have any music talent. It was just the restaurants. We've got Jordan Martin from England. He has come to Chicago, and he has been on our show before. He'll be performing a couple of songs that have never been performed before. He wrote them especially for our show.
I'm really excited about this.
I know, me
Yeah,
too.
he's great. I can't wait to hear this. I haven't heard any of these songs, the new ones.
I haven't either. Philip Donald will be live, his first live performance. That should be very interesting. Allie will be performing her latest song, Untold Stories, which we aired last week episode. And that thing is going viral. Everybody is like sending that around on their Facebook pages, and it's being shared all around. And a lot
Getting
of
some
good feedback.
downloads on the website.
Now, that song I have heard, and Allie, that is a beautiful song.
Well, thank you.
Really, really loved it.
Thank you.
And you're working on a music video for it, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to arrange that with a few people, so
Yeah.
see how that goes.
I can't wait to help produce that if I'm going to have a hand in that. It'll be available on SmorgShow.com when it's done, whenever. We do want to go down memory lane a little bit. We'll play a few of our old recordings, just a few. I don't want to make this a total nostalgic night. We want to do a lot of new stuff. I also want to talk a little bit about 1982 pop culture. So I've got a list of things that were popular back in 82. This will be entertaining for Allie.
Yeah, I won't be good at it, but
yeah.
it'll be entertaining.
We will walk around the perimeter of the place, visit some of the booths, including Baba's Restaurant is here, Hidden Palace. And we'll sample some of the dishes there. And I don't know, probably some other surprises sprinkled in.
That's good.
So we're keeping you company until you want it back.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, bringing you back.
Who writes this stuff?
That
Well,
was
all the wacky sayings we used to say.
Oh, yeah. So I think we've got our first performance coming up here. This is an interesting story. This band is out of Iceland. They're called Sjoni's Friends. And it's actually a sad story. I don't pretend that I don't have the story in my memory. I do have note cards here somewhere. Cover for me, somebody.
All right, we've got a lot of papers here, so we got to get situated.
Yeah, the artist's profiles have been given to me, and here's the first one about Sjoni's Friends. So originally there was a performer named Sjonni Brink. He started playing music at an early age and founded the grunge rock group called In Bloom in 1984. Releasing his first album in 1996, he played drums. He actively participated in writing and arranging the music, but then his band dissolved, and then he switched to guitar and worked in a popular Lennon and McCartney tribute duo. And then soon afterward, he launched his own career. He then participated in an Icelandic pre-selection show for the Eurovision Song Contest in 2006, 7, 8, and 2010. Guess he took a year off there, skipping 2009. But he wrote a song called Coming Home, and he wrote that at his piano at home. At his guitar. And then the day before the submission deadline for the 2011 competition, he hadn't yet recorded it, because the rules that year insisted that all lyrics in the pre-selection be done in Icelandic. I guess he didn't speak Icelandic. So he believed he had no time left to record it. But his wife then convinced him that if there's a will, there's a way, and they decided to record the song after all. So he asked his wife to write the lyrics, and together they managed to submit the demo recording at the 11th hour. Here's where it gets interesting. Sjonni was scheduled to perform the composition in the third semifinal show on the January 29th date, but then he unexpectedly suffered from a brain hemorrhage caused by an aneurysm on January 17th, and tragically he died instantly at the age of 36.
Wow.
So his wife and his friends had to get together urgently to decide on their next move. So they came to the conclusion that Sjonni would have wanted his song to be performed in the competition. So they agreed to carry on by getting his friends, 6 of his best friends, together. I guess they were musicians in their own right as well. And they decided to perform in their friend's memory. So I think they're about ready to, and Allie, you've got the direct I don't know what you call that person that tells you that the band is ready to go. So just let us know when the band is ready to take the stage, and we'll switch it over to the main stage.
Okay.
But quickly, Sjoni's friends, there's 6 of them. According to the note cards here, you got Palmy. He is the old and wise one. Hremoor is the innocent and severe one, a sincere one. Matthias provides the comic relief. Benedict is the good-looking, cheerful one. Vinir is the silent, mysterious type. And Gunnar is the bad boy. Together, they are Sjoni's friends.
It looks like they're almost ready.
Ready to take the stage?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to cut over, and we will be back. This is the Smorgasbord Radio Show 30th Anniversary Celebration. Sjoni's friends, the winners of the Eurovision Song Contest of 2011.
We'll be right back.
Some say I'm a bit of a fool, sitting on a hill and counting raindrops. Keep thinking I just wanna go to the peaceful place I know that I call home. But oh, it's time to go. I'll see you soon, 'cause I can't wait for tomorrow to say the things I want to say. Your smile will always lead my way. I can't wait, I'm coming soon. I just want to see your face again. Some say I'm a bit of a fool, driving down the road, I stop to listen. I hear your laughter in the trees, you whisper in the breeze, my love is you. But oh, it's time to go. I'll see you soon, 'cause I can't wait for tomorrow to say the things I want to say. Your smile will always lead my way. I can't wait, I'm coming soon. I just want to see your face again. 'Cause no one knows is where or when my time on earth comes to an end. Then I'll find you, and I know that you will be my love again. I can't wait for tomorrow to say the things I want to say. Your smile will always lead my way. I can't wait, I'm coming soon. I just want to see your face again, 'cause I can't wait for tomorrow to say the things I want to say. Your smile will always lead my way, yeah. I'm coming home to you. I just want to see your face again. I'm coming home.
Very nice.
That was good. Good crowd.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Very entertaining.
Now, that was on Eurovision. I don't have that on my package.
What's that?
Eurovision.
On your cable package? Or your
Right.
satellite?
Right, on my cable package.
I think you can get it in some of the premium.
Can you?
Yeah. I don't have it either, though. 'Cause I
Is
don't-
that basically a musical channel or entertainment type channel? Or
I don't know.
what would be comparable to something we might know?
I don't know. I don't really watch TV anymore. even though I've got 300 channels.
Yeah, you've got all these channels that you're paying for.
I think somewhere, my notes talk about what they actually, how they did in the competition. Where is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they came in like 20th in the finals.
Oh.
Well,
do you know how many there were?
No, I don't. Although, that was the semifinal. They won, and then they advanced to the Dusseldorf competition, and they came in 20th in the finals. But that was a good tribute to their friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
I got that stuck in my head.
Does it sound strange to say that song sounded as if it were from either Europe or another part? It doesn't sound like an American band.
I agree.
Which is great, but I mean, it had a style, a flavor to it.
Yeah,
I don't think an American band wouldn't sound like. There's something about it. I can't put it into words, obviously.
The horns, too, were a little bit different.
That could be it.
The horn, yeah.
That could be it.
But you're right. It had a different feel to it, that it wouldn't be a U.S. boy band.
Right. I think it was equivalent to an American boy band, but out of a different area, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I guess we move on to the next bit here. What do we have here? Oh, yes. So, of course, we've got to talk about how Chris and Dave met. That's what my notes say. Who writes this stuff?
This is going to be nostalgic.
Well, my agent called your agent.
They thought this would be a good time to go down that path.
This should be interesting.
It was called computer agenting at that time.
Right. I guess I could have figured out a different way to transition into this bit instead of, okay, we're going to talk about how we met.
Yeah, really.
Well, I can go back a little bit into the memory banks here, because I remember being on the executive staff of the high school radio station. I think I was in charge of like lawn care or something outside the station. And
somebody had to do it.
I turned on the radio expecting to hear what we usually did, which was actually, I don't even remember what my position was on executive staff. I don't even know what I did anymore.
It was that long ago.
I recall being busy doing something, but I don't know what I did. Anyway, but mostly it was a music station. Most people would play music is the easiest thing to do. But then, a lot of people presented their shows very well, and the station was sounding pretty good. And then one afternoon, I turned the station on, and I heard you with Pete.
Right.
Who actually was not a student of the high school.
Right.
So my first thought, of course, was to call up the principal and have Pete hauled out of there and arrested for not, being... no.
You weren't the only one.
No. Actually, they were going to do that to me once. But anyway, I was listening, and I said, wow, there's some real creativity going on here. And I started listening, and I made a point to figure out who you were and just introduce myself. And that's how I remember, just walking up to you and saying, I heard you on the air, and I thought what you were doing sounded really great.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and I think that
and then I had my agent call your agent.
Yeah, and then the history was made.
Of course.
What, Ellie?
I think you were saying that it was kind of cool for you because it was this older kid coming up to you and admiring your work, basically.
Thank you, Ellie, for remembering that. Because I was trying to think, okay, what are my memories? I need to come up with something. No, seriously, you're right.
I did your homework for you.
Yeah, you remember that. I told you about it. Yeah, I was really, so a little bit of my background. So Pete was my friend prior to going to high school, and Pete and I used to do these basement recordings. We were geeks. We had our little studio in the basement, and we did recordings, and we did our own fake radio station. So by the time I had gotten into high school, I already had like 3 years of practice behind a microphone. So I thought I was a little bit more advanced than, say, the freshman coming on the air for the first time. So I was doing all this weird, crazy stuff that, kind of the stuff that we've been doing on the podcast, just to talk format, and some of it was all right, some of it wasn't.
Professional stuff.
Yeah, but I got a lot of grief from the older students on the radio station. They didn't appreciate a freshman coming in and taking over and doing a show like that. You were supposed to follow the rules, play the music, play the news,
Right.
all that. So when I was doing all that creative stuff, or whatever you wanted to call it, I got a lot of heat from the staff. So I didn't make any friends, basically, which was consistent with my life up until that
The
point,
rest of your life.
which is why I went into radio. So it was kind of full circle. So then all of a sudden, Dave, who's a year older than I was, still are, approached me about doing a show, and I was just like, I was blown away that somebody had taken notice that was a year older, heading into senior year by this time, because I was a junior when we started the Smorg Show. And that was it. We teamed up.
Actually, wait. You were fifth grade and I was sixth. No. You were a sophomore, weren't you? Because we did a show for 2 years until I graduated, and then.
No, you were. This is the funny thing. You did a show a year after you graduated high school.
Yeah, I'm the guest that wouldn't leave.
I think he was trying to cover that up.
Well, no, you graduated in '83. So we
Right.
started the show in fall of '82. So it was only 1 year before you graduated. And then the second year when we did the show, you had already graduated. So this is a whole year after graduation. You were still
the
doing
whole
the show.
year?
Yeah, because I went into college after we stopped doing the Smorgasbord show.
Because I'm still doing that show on DGC.
Yeah, are you? How's
on
it
Friday
going?
nights. Yeah.
10 to midnight?
I'm just playing records. Yeah. Just hoping you'll show up some night. You never do, but
I can't get the station out this way in Oswego.
well, I think they need a power increase.
Yeah, really. They've been at what are they? 150 watts? 250 watts.
250, yeah.
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like about a light bulb and a half.
Yeah, I know. So, so that's what we got together. And so we did a show together for one season, and then we both split off, and you did kind of your own thing, and I did my own thing. And then we got back together for the third season for the summer of '84, and we did about 10 shows there that were, I think, some of the best stuff that we've done. Until now.
Yeah, and then, you've got that story about reconnecting after all those years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember saying, let's do all of these shows now while we're in high school so that 30 years from now, when we actually can have some good equipment and hopefully sound better, we can have something to look back on.
Right.
And reminisce about.
That was the reason.
So
good forward thinking.
That's where
there.
I was.
Yeah. And here we are. And I happen to have every one of our shows.
Wow.
And they didn't really hold up over time too well. I mean, they're starting to, I don't know. The sound quality isn't as good as what you're hearing now. But I've kept them up in the dark, what would you call it, cool surroundings in the crawl space for all these years. So I think they held up all right.
I don't know. Dummy me, I thought you were supposed to put all your cassettes in a microwave to protect them. So I did that, and they all just exploded. So I don't have anything
don't have
left
nothing
anymore.
Yeah. Nice forward thinking there.
There is actually... Thanks, Al. There is actually one lost episode that I do not have, and I wish we had it. It was in our... it was like episode 4 of our last season. We had absolutely no ideas for that show, so we decided to leave and let Steve Smiley or Stu Schwartz or whatever take our place. They're like these wacky DJ voices, and they did the entire show with these wacky DJs. Like, yeah, we're going to play some Led Zeppelin right now. And we took all the phone calls that night in those voices. That show does not exist anymore.
I bet there's a reason for that.
Oh, it was hilarious. I mean,
somebody has it.
Yeah, somebody's got it. If they've got it, give us a call. 312-95-SMORG.
Yeah, I got your tapes.
Creep.
I want $1,000.
Well,
so how's that?
If people are interested on seeing how you guys reconnected, all they have to do is go to the homepage and see that video, Chris and Dave reunite or something.
Oh, that brings tears to my eyes every time I watch it.
We've been reunited so many times, I can't even think about it anymore.
I know. Remember our big 20th? Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Rolling Stones. Like, how many times are you guys going to retire already? That's what it feels like. But anyway, yeah. So when I walked up to you and told you how much I liked what you were doing on the air, and then we ended up working out our schedules, and we got the approval to go on Friday nights. But did we start on Friday? Was it always Friday, or did we have Saturday and then we switched?
We started Saturday.
Okay,
we end up on Friday.
Good. So that part of my brain is still working. But actually, as you mentioned before, we did make a lot of friends working there. And if I had any before I started, I lost them all when I joined up with you, which is actually a compliment to you. I hope it sounds. That's the way I want it to come out, because that's the way I mean it. But
that lady liked that.
But I lost. Oh yeah, I know her. No, she's great. Every blues club that I ever go to, she's the one that's in the back, the very back in the corner. And she's the one that always goes, "Woo!" That's her. She's here tonight.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's her.
Great sound quality we got here.
Anyway, So anyway, I lost. If I had any friends, I lost them all when I met you.
Yeah.
And we went on the air together. But I wouldn't take it back for anything.
I do take that as a compliment. Yeah, it was pretty much you, Dave. I'm sorry, you are Dave. You, Pete, and Jerry were my only friends
Good
in high
times.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was real, man.
It was real. Look,
it was real.
See, how many people could actually say 30 years later they still have the same friends? That actually, I think, is an accomplishment.
That is impressive. You guys.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You guys never got sick of each other.
Well,
I'm sure that you have.
That's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave and I actually lived together in college.
I think I've heard these stories.
For a year. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
a year. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why don't we play a couple of things here? Why don't you hit? I think cue up number F. Number F. Letter F.
Letter F.
Allie, you've got the controls there, don't you? Hold on a minute.
No, I don't.
All right, here's an early sounds of Chris and Dave on WDGC.
WDGC FM, Downers Grove. Thanks, Chris. How you doing, everybody? Chris Baquet and Dave Jackson for a Saturday night, the week before homecoming. Isn't that thrilling? Here comes Chris.
Hey, how you doing,
Hey.
Dave? WDDC, FM Downers Grove.
Great.
It's about time to get a new tape.
It's about time to get a new radio station.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Means nothing at all. Never mind.
We take that back.
Okay.
Okay, 17 minutes past 8 o'clock. You've got Chris and Dave on the Smorgasbord program. We're going to be here till 10 o'clock.
What is up with that voice?
Like I said, material to refer back to 30 years later.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the cassette, though, those are recorded on cassettes, and the motors wear out or they speed up.
Yeah.
I don't think we sounded quite that dorky.
I don't know about that.
It was close.
You looked that dorky.
Well, I know we looked dorky, but I think we sounded a little better than that at the time.
Yeah.
But
They are a little warped.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
30 years.
Your heads are speeding up on you.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that.
How about this one here?
Thank you, Allie.
I like this one of you, Dave. Sorry.
I never sounded better.
How about this one?
How are ya? Hey, it's Bobby Bittman, everybody. I'll tell you guys, I was just in the neighborhood. I had to come by. We should have Bobby Bittman as a guest. I've always wanted to do that.
Really?
You know, walking down the hall at school, you know? Because there's this one computer teacher, okay? He's a smart guy, but he's kind of boring. You know what I'm saying?
I know
You ever
him.
been in one of those lectures? You know him.
Doesn't
okay.
he have the greasy hair?
That's the guy.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay, so you're...
The guy who looks like, he looks like a computer teacher.
Right.
Computer whiz.
And his arms are always wet. His
Yeah.
armpits are always soaking wet.
Yeah, I know.
But the guy's real smart, and he likes SCTV. He's got a good sense of humor, okay? The guy can't help what he looks like. Or
Yeah.
anything. So I always felt, this is my senior year, so this is the year to be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm talking like, let's put a pig in the cafeteria and let it run around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you're
Or
a senior, you have those tendencies.
And the principal's in a three-piece suit, right? He's trying to catch the thing, so, So anyway, I'm going to be walking down the hall, and when he's going to be lecturing, and his people in his class are going to be falling asleep. I just thought I'd walk by, just step in the room and go, "How are ya?" and then just leave. That'll be great. I'm going to do it.
All seniors do that on your last day.
All seniors just go around doing Bobby Bittman. "How are you, everybody? Great to be here."
That was an obscure reference.
You see, that's the reason why you don't want to record yourself at any age.
You better watch out, Dave, because he's got all these things he can hold against you.
That's proof. I already know I'm a tool, so you don't have anything on me.
Yeah. Of course, I'm going back to the really early days because this is 30 years. I didn't go into our second season. I wanted to just get the really, really old stuff, which may not have been our best work, but it's kind of funny to laugh at now. Here's another one of you reading a listener complaint letter, which we did actually get a lot of.
But this one girl, who I don't know too well, but she said, "You got a radio show? I have a complaint. Here's her complaint letter." She says it's legit. And she writes, "Dear Chris and Dave, I recently wrote a letter to Carson's that I bought a vacuum cleaner, but the problem is the vacuum cleaner does not suck." She adds, "I want a vacuum cleaner that sucks. My vacuum cleaner blows." I wrote the company, there was no answer, and please help me. That's my edited, chopped up version of it, but that's pretty much the way it is.
We did actually get mail, and if we were lucky, we would actually receive it because we had other staff members intercept our fan mail.
Did that woman ever find some satisfaction with her vacuum?
I don't think so. I think she became one of your listeners on the late night show.
So we never weren't able to help her.
No. I got one more for this segment here. More fan mail. This one was truly fan mail for you, though.
Chris and Dave, I find your show.
We found it too.
I found your show to be very delightful. You can turn a Saturday night into real rowdy time. You always manage to bring a smile to my face. You guys are really great. I will always be a faithful listener.
I don't believe it. It couldn't be a real letter.
I know.
It is, though, huh?
It says, "Don't read this on the air." And it says, "To Dave" with a heart around it.
Uh-oh.
P.S. Dave, I think you are a doll.
Oh, come on.
Thank you. That's it.
Wasn't that the whole reason why we got into radio?
No, she wrote that from prison.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. We wanted adoring fans. All right.
Not that adoring.
All right, I think we're time to move on to the next musical talent, who should be getting up on stage here in just a minute. Actually,
Yeah, he's getting ready over there.
Actually, this one, I'm told, is going to be in the Butterfield room, so we have to actually switch over to the karaoke room for this one. This one is a guy named Mark Jonathan Davis. He's known by his stage name Richard Cheese. He's an American musician and comedian. He was born in New York, but now fronts his LA-based cover band and comedy act, performing popular songs in a lounge swing style reminiscent of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Tony Bennett. His band, love the band names, Richard Cheese, lead vocals, Bobby Ricotta, or do you say Rigot? Piano and keyboards, Frank Fetta.
From Greece.
Frank Fetta? Oh, yes, exactly. Drums and percussion, and then Billy Blue.
From France.
On bass.
I mean, what are the chances? What is the quantum probability that four musicians getting together already have last names which are types of cheeses?
Jesus, yeah.
I know. So Richard Cheese and his band are going to be performing the Radiohead classic Creep. And let me know, Allie, when you get the signal that we're ready to switch over.
Okay.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, Allie, the guy's bringing in the box with all the Smorg t-shirts, keychains, and bumper stickers to give away for you.
Okay.
He's coming over. I can see him. There he is. All right.
yeah.
You see him? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hey. Okay, they're getting ready.
Okay, here we go. We're going to switch over.
Swag.
Smorg swag. I like that.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Richard Cheese, take it away.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so freaking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the heck am I doing here? I don't belong here. No, 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 no. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, you're so very special. I'll have that special. But I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the heck am I doing here? I don't belong here. I'm a creep, I'm a nut job. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Fitter, happier, more productive, comfortable, not drinking too much. A pig in a cage on antibiotics. Thank you.
Jeez.
Thank you.
I like
All right.
Richard Cheese.
Very nice. You got to hear the original, Dave, if you've never heard that one.
By Radiohead?
Yeah.
That's my ringtone now.
Richard Cheese version?
Yeah.
I think we can make that into a ringtone.
Yeah, we can.
They got that kind of Michael Bublé
Yes.
sound.
Oh, with the brass.
Yeah.
Allie, you're a Michael Bublé fan.
That was great. I
Yeah,
really like that.
my mom and I jam out to Michael Bublé all the time.
He's going to be back later with another song.
Cool.
I guess in Spain he would be Ricardo Queso.
Yeah.
That's good. Took a while, but I get it.
Yeah. I found that to be the case with a lot of Dave's jokes. You know, he'll say something and then I won't get it until I listen to the show back later on. It's like, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, but at the time, everyone's looking at him like, what?
So yeah, we went. We're back at the Carlisle after 28 years. I'm looking at my notes here. We were here back in June of 1984 as one of our final shows of the Smorg Show. We didn't call it the Smorg Show, did we?
Smorgasbord.
No, the Smorgasbord.
Yeah, I think
that's
I tightened it up with the podcast name. So we have a clip of us at the Carlisle the first time around, and let's play that here, and we will come back and reminisce again.
Are we on?
We on?
Yes, we're getting a signal.
See something? Turn us down, guys. It's a little too loud. All right.
88.3 WDGC FM. Chris and Dave broadcasting live from the Carlisle on 22nd Street in Lombard. Chris and Dave present A Taste of the Smorg 1984 with foods from 40 different nations. We'll be here till 10 o'clock tonight, but the party's going on all night, so you can just come out to the Carlisle and
What's the address? You know, it's across Yorktown.
I'm not exactly sure. It's pretty much right across from Yorktown. Somewhere.
Yeah, we can. What should we do? We should just walk around.
Yeah, let's walk around and see some of the restaurants here.
The booths.
The first booth.
There's about 40 booths here.
Over here, the one with the real pretty girl. Let's go over there. Yeah, she's looking at us. Let's go over there.
Take the thing off the stand.
Are we sounding okay? Is this coming out?
I don't know.
Something back from the studio. Yeah. Okay.
We might not even be on for all we know.
Let's walk over here. What is this? This is Bird's Bar and Grill. The sign says the finest Italian grilled cheese in the world. Oh, that's nice. A free Lombard Canadian beer with each sandwich. You want to eat one?
Yeah, sure.
Can I have one of those Italian grilled cheese sandwiches there?
We can just take them free, right?
Yeah, everyone else has to pay, but
we've got our
just like downtown where you get those little 50-cent tickets.
We've got our official Smorg passes.
By the way, the parking is easy here. You just park right across the street at Yorktown, no problem. This party is going on all night, through the night. Just come on in and eat food.
Pretty cool.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sounds
you want some?
Crunchy for grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I just want some of that Lombard Canadian beer that we had up there in Toronto. I like
What are you eating now?
It's zucchini. Zucchini in a cup. It's from Mexicali Fondue.
Oh yeah?
It's from,
where are they located?
They're right in Mexico, downtown Mexico City.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, a lot of funny stuff going on here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of funny stuff.
All right, well, let's move down the line here. There's one I wanted to show you. A lot of pretty people here tonight, I must say. Oh, there it is.
I know him. Hey, how you doing?
Chris.
Hold on a second, all right? I got to run over here. I got to go see somebody.
Okay. I want to show Chris this restaurant called the Hog Emporium. Fantastic. The best mint-flavored bacon chips you ever had. They're right. A lot of partying going on here tonight. Sounds like a great time. Of course, when you're doing a radio show, you can't really have the best time. But as soon as we sign off and play some songs, we'll also be taking some calls tonight.
Can we do... hold on.
We'll get the...
get some cheese... get some crust stuck in my throat. No,
we'll get the phone set up and then we'll do it.
Can we do it?
A little later, I think. Right now, we're still getting a little
Still
organized.
walk around?
But we'll get the phones, we'll get the lines all set up. I think we bought a Class C phone line tonight. Let's walk over here a second. I want to show you. You come over here, Chris.
All right.
This is great. I want you to try these. Tell me what you think they are. Eat one. Eat right here.
Just pick one off the tray here?
Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, great. Great turnout. Yeah, eat one of those.
No autographs.
Oh, hey, hi, how are you? What do you think it is?
What do I think it is?
Did you hear that lady? She just said that was the funniest story she ever heard. She just said that before to the other guy. I think she's drunk. What do you think that was?
I don't know. I still taste the grilled cheese in my mouth, so it kind of still tastes like grilled cheese. Is it grilled cheese?
Well, no, it's mint-flavored bacon chips. Do you taste the mint?
Hold on, get some water or something I can drink. It's like the Pepsi challenge. You know how you're allowed to have the bread in between to get rid of the old taste? Well, I have the grilled cheese in my mouth. I can't taste anything.
Here, try one of these. Later on, we'll be going over to the wine section. There's a whole wine section here. A lot of wines and beers.
European wines.
Isn't there a band?
I feel out of place that I don't have a tie.
We don't need a tie. We're the entertainment.
I know, but I feel out of place. Everybody else has got one.
Yeah, the band. There it is.
The band's here.
It sounds like an elevator to me.
Hey, can you shut that elevator door, please? So what should we do in a little while?
Let's play a couple of songs. You want to do that right now?
Yeah.
Get a little more organized. Try and get the sound quality of our phones working.
I don't know. Yeah, let's take some calls. We're going to talk to the people back in the station to see how it's working, because I don't know if it sounds good or not. I'm sure it would.
Broadcasting live from the Carlisle and Lombard, right across the street from Yorktown. Come on out. The party's going on all night, broadcasting until 10 o'clock tonight.
How's the parking situation? The
parking is fantastic. Right across the street. It's all free in Yorktown. We worked out a deal. I mean, okay, don't park in the cinema because there's a lot of good movies going on. 4 at a time.
Just don't park overnight because you can get towed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play some tunes.
All right.
Wow, that was good. That was fun.
Good times.
Notice how audiences just sounded different back in those days?
Yeah.
It's funny to listen to the people.
Yeah. People had a different sound back then.
I know what you mean. I heard that one guy laughing. It just like So I think this is a good time to actually talk about the restaurants that are represented here tonight. We've got restaurants from all around the country, I think about 40 of them. And I'll just start here, and we can each go around and kind of read some of the descriptions of some of these. So the first one is Lord of the Fries out of New York. And their little description is, once a traveling food van that made stops at festivals, Lord of the Fries eventually opened a storefront to sell its treasured fries and toothsome. Have you ever heard of that word, Dave?
Toothsome.
No.
Toothsome international sauces, including Thai, Aussie, Indian, Belgian, African, and more every day. So I guess it's like dipping sauces, huh, for your fries?
Well, I get the Belgian connection because of the French fry thing, right?
Sure.
Right? Aren't they really big into French fries there in Belgium?
Yeah, they are actually. All right.
Well, that's interesting.
Allie, you want to go next?
Yeah, it's called Tequila Mockingbird. I see what they did there. Well, this comes out of Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland. And mockingbirds are not the specialty, it looks like, but tequila is, and it says they've got more than 100 varieties to try, so that's interesting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So bottoms up, everybody, I guess.
Bottoms up.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, the next restaurant here, Chris and Allie, is from the Latte Da Coffee Shop.
No, I think it's pronounced Latte Da.
Latte Da? What did I say?
Latte Da.
Yeah, Latte Da.
Latte Da, okay.
Isn't that cute?
Latte Da?
Wow.
Latte Da Coffee Shop.
I don't know if I can take these many puns.
In Fairhope, Alabama.
Yeah.
Anyway, the owners of Page and Palette, which is a bookstore, they can't take credit for writing the name of their store's coffee shop. Okay. Did that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
Not sure I got that. Okay.
The owners can't take credit for the name.
For the name. That honor goes to one of their patrons, a naming contest winner who received a $25 gift certificate to the store.
For coming up with the name of the store?
For coming up with the name Latte Da.
I think
Latte Da.
Yeah, I think they should have gotten something more than just a $25 gift certificate.
Yeah, really.
Coffee for life.
Yeah. Next one is another coffee shop. Espresso Yourself, out of Powell, Ohio. Here you can enjoy hot espresso, and local musicians, well, they can express themselves. The shop hosts music events every day. So you want to check them out if you're going through Powell, Ohio.
I see.
I was just there, too.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, this one is called Brewed Awakening Coffee House. It comes out of Lowell,
Massachusetts.
This one.
Lowell?
Okay.
Lowell
I don't
or
know.
Lowell?
Lowell? I don't know, but it's out of Massachusetts, and so no one likes a rude awakening. But this gives you a kickstart with a hot cup of Java, and Brewed Awakenings, it offers traditional coffees, teas, iced drinks, smoothies, and they've got poetry nights and many other events at their coffee house.
Wow.
Nice.
Jerry would like that.
The poetry night?
The poetry night, yeah.
Pete and Jerry both were like that.
And Pete, right.
The next one we've got here is Mustard's Last Stand out of Melbourne, Florida. Mustard's Last Stand has been fighting the hot dog flavor battle since 1987 when its first location opened. We predate them. The restaurant serves Chicago-style hot dogs that range from the simple to the intense, like the Cowboy, a hot dog and bacon wrapped in a flour tortilla that's deep fried and topped with chili and cheese. We surrender.
Well, something about the latte theme this afternoon with me. The Sufficient Grounds Cafe, where I'm at here from Little Rock, Arkansas. The puns don't stop at the front door of Sufficient Grounds. The cafe, which serves standard hot and cold drinks, plus sandwiches, salads, and wraps, concludes its online menu with "Thanks a latte."
I'm missing that page. Do you have that, Allie?
No, I don't have that page.
Dave's got a bonus content. Maybe we should save this for the bonus feature of the of the podcast. I don't have that. There's extras there. We'll come back to that.
Well,
yeah.
I'm looking at the Sufficient Crowns Cafe. Do you see it? Am I the only one seeing it?
No, I see it. I see it. I just
talk to
don't.
somebody.
It's not on my list.
It's not on the list.
You don't have the list, but you see that there is one.
Yes.
Okay,
I see it on your list.
Thank you.
Do you have last year's list?
As long as we're looking at the same cafe, I'm all right.
Okay, well, we got plenty of cafes here.
Yeah.
For Heaven's Cakes. I'm sorry, I took yours out. You can read the last one, Allie. For Heaven's Cakes, out of Thousand Oaks, California, wedding and special occasion cakes are regular orders, but this shop's most down-to-earth prices are attached to its cupcakes. 99-cent cupcakes in various flavors, including the chocolate bomb, red velvet, vanilla with buttercream, and lemon. For Heaven Cake crew competed on Food Network's Cupcake Wars in 2010.
Be sure to save that for later.
We have this fantastic cupcake shop here in
oh, that's right,
near our home.
It's called Cupcakes to Remember, and we got a batch for my birthday this past year, and they've got some unique flavors. They're really good.
What was the one?
The one that you like, the Fat Elvis.
Oh, the Fat Elvis is fantastic.
It's got like peanut butter frosting, right? Peanut butter frosting or peanut butter filling or something. And then it's got chocolate and banana in it. So. Okay, this next one I'm looking at, it's called Titanic, but it's Thai, like Thai. So this one comes out of Washington, D.C. And it is not a sinking ship. It's a restaurant. It has 2 locations, one in Logan Circle and one in Columbia Heights. But they both offer wallet-friendly Thai cuisine.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, so there you go, Titanic in a nutshell.
Yeah. And the last one I have here is Lock, Stock, and Bagels out of, multiple Connecticut locations.
Locks.
What did I say?
Lock.
Oh, sorry. The play on words, yeah. Locks, Stock, and Bagels.
Mine says Locks, Latte, Stock, and Bagels.
You've got a lot of the
You've got all the lattes. Yeah. I wonder if Mexicali Fondue is here tonight. That zucchini in a cup was making me hungry when we were listening back to the other show. And of course, Baba's Restaurant, Hidden Palace is here.
We're looking at that.
Yeah, we're going to go see him there in a few minutes. And
food always tastes better in a cup, I think.
Like the zucchini in a cup.
Yeah, it's the new thing. It used to be a stick, and now it's in a cup.
Yeah, food in a cup.
The Outback is here for dessert. If you're interested in the chocolate thunder from down under. And Applebee's with a chicken parmesan tangler. Doesn't sound too delicious. It sounds like something that you might have removed from the rear end of a beloved pet. A tangler.
Wasn't that the name of a movie Pete was in once?
Oh, jeez. Pete isn't here. Let's not take advantage of that.
I'm reading it as I read it here. I mean, I'm seeing it on the copy that way. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm getting really hungry now thinking about all that.
This is a news program.
Thinking about all
We're
those
just reporting
tanglers, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed hour 1 of the Carlisle Banquet Hall, or live at the Carlisle. We will be back next week with hour 2, and we'll continue where we left off. And this will be fun. And this is kind of a way to put episodes out for people who are discovering us for the first time and giving them a taste of like some of our our best things that we've done in the past. I do realize the clock is running out on that method. Eventually, we're going to have to get back to doing some original material, and we will. After the 40th anniversary, we'll be back to doing our usual antics, complaining about current events, whatever. You know, Jerry, the conspiracy correspondent, he's out here. We'll get back. There's plenty of nutty stuff going on in the world that we will get back to. So we'll hope you enjoy that. Anyway, thanks again. Have a great weekend or whenever you're listening to this, because this is a podcast. You could be listening to it any time. We understand. So take care.